hole and buried my fear. And we scattered like trees, sometimes in line, but I'm down all the time. You wait, but still.
Hello friends, I hope you're all doing so well. It is a Monday morning here, 9 o'clock. Hunter and I have just come into town. It is our routine / ritual that every Monday we go to the 10:30 rhyme time at the library. Now to a lot of people, 10:30 might be early, but to us, it is late. We need things to fill in the time before rhyme time. So it's become sort of like our ritual that we come into town early, we duck to a few places, including the, can't say it out loud just yet, and then cruise back to the library, have a little snackaroo and get ourselves ready for rhyme time. So that is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you guys along for a couple of days in the life, a little vlog. So grab yourself a cuppa and let's get into the video.
Laid at the scene, nothing makes sense, don't know what you mean. You can't put all things aside, there's no way out, and God knows I've tried. For better or worse.
Okay, time to hit up the library, and I'm actually going to return this book. I just finished reading it. You'll hear about it in my May reset routine, but sneak peek, it was awesome. I definitely need to read the sequel.
Nothing to mourn, and no looking back. Aside, we're caught in the wind, where our story ends, another begins. You wait, but still, it's trouble by trouble by trouble by trouble too late.
Well, let's hope Poe's home, Papa.
Trouble by trouble by trouble by trouble now.
This is Mum's new favourite little snack treat. You've just got the rice cake with peanut butter and melted carob. Do you put anything in the carob or just carob?
Oh, no, I put some extra virgin coconut oil.
Ooh, yummy, and they taste good too. And I picked up an extra. I've recruited Chael today to help me with some baking. We're going to make an apple and pear pie. I've got like a heap of apples and some pears as well, so I thought that I'd just mix those together. I had on my autumn bucket list bacon apple pie, but I'm sure apple and pear will like make a lovely combination, and you know what? I'm really excited to eat it. Our pie is now out of the oven and ready to eat, although we did have some major dilemmas when we were baking the crust of it. It all just started dripping down into the base of the oven. So Shale needed to do some pie surgery in order to put it back in place. So it doesn't look particularly aesthetic, but I'm hoping that it's going to taste delicious. We're in a little bit of a rush this morning because we both slept in, which never happens, especially Hunter. He definitely doesn't sleep in. And I've got a doctor's appointment at 8:30 and need to drop him at my parents' house, which is on the way, thankfully. It's currently 8:22. The dog's at the back door crying because he wants to go for a walk. That's not happening. Hunter's eating his breakfast and I'm like just scrambling, trying to get everything else ready. I mean, don't get me wrong. I desperately needed to wake up at 7:15. I really enjoyed that fact, but if it could have just happened on any other morning, that would have been nice too. Yesterday at the doctor's, I got an impromptu COVID booster, and today I am feeling bleh, like my whole body just kind of aches and hurts. So I'm trying to like muster up the energy and enthusiasm to enjoy the day because it is a beautiful Saturday. Obviously Dave's off work. We're going to be heading out, maybe just running some errands, stopping in at the park, doing all of those things. And then the Savo, we're gonna go to mum and dad's for a homemade pizza and bonfire night, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
No fun. You went on the tower, are you? You want to get in the car? Oh.
bite?
Mama.
Yeah, Mom.
It is feeling very much the autumnal day today. Overcast, kind of breezy, chilly. Even this morning when we went on our usual dog walk, it started sort of lightly drizzling. And so I've already got my exercise for the day in because I was bossing it on that walk. But I'm gonna get in a little bit more even. Hunter and I have come up to Vincentia. We're hanging out with Robin and Grayson. We're going to have a little bit of time at the park, a little bit of a walk, all those good things. Where are we going? We're going park. Yeah, this is a new park for you, Bubby. So exciting. Like, this is mum life, trying to scope out a new park and like which parks are good. But I love it up here. I'm so blessed to be able to call like Ulladulla and Jervis Bay home. Being able to live in both of those places, well, up here for 7 years and Ulladulla most of my life, is just truly such a gift because they are both magical locations. So I'm so glad that I get to spend the day up here with Robin, hanging out with friends, good company, and just beautiful scenery. It's so good. All right, I need to wrangle up the mountain of stuff that I needed to pack for this short expedition. And clearly we need to get out of the car and get things happening. All right, bub, let's go. We are back home now from our lovely walk, and I've truly realized that it's time for me to do something about my bookshelf, because even though like I love the way I've laid it out, as you can see, I've got books on this shelf here, which is prime Hunter real estate, and after having like a heap of them pulled off and strewn everywhere, and none have been ripped, thank goodness, but pages have been bent and it's only a matter of time before actually something happens. That's my TBR. So I mean, that could just be, hello, that could just be moved into a completely different location. Yeah, mummy's on a camera. But those ones probably need to go up. So I need to kind of condense this situation so that I've got enough room. My like pipe dream at some point in the future is to have a little lending library out the front of our house. Alright, already we are into the stash, but at least it will be hidden in the cupboard, so once the door is closed with Hunter on this side of it, the books will be safe. But I've got two piles. These piles over here are my TBR, and these piles there that are currently getting raided and just thrown, case in point, is my, I think maybe going to be either donated or put in my little library when I finally am able to construct one. So what you guys mostly see of my bookshelf if I'm like sitting down and filming is this section, which I feel like looks really nice. But the reality is also this section, and it's just gonna have to stay like that for a little while. And then these are the leaves I picked up when I was in Milton the other day, and I just stuck them in one of my books to flatten out. They've turned out really good and retained heap of their colour, so hopefully they continue to. At some point I will probably glue them into my journal, but for now I just thought that I would put them as like little decorations here on the desk near the printer. Oh, that looks really nice. Adds a pop of yellow and red to that more greenish stack. Definitely makes it feel more autumnal. I've started being more intentional about romanticizing the seasons last autumn. So I've gone through like one whole year cycle of seasons, and I feel like this autumn has probably been my most immersive, if you will. Like, I feel like I've done a great job at decorating my house and giving it an autumnal feel, curating like a wardrobe that sort of creates that cozy atmosphere, the books I've read, movies and TV shows I've watched, and seasonal activities and crafts I've participated in as well. It's been a fun kind of challenge or experience. So something I would definitely recommend to you guys as well. My autumn bucket list still has a few activities left to be ticked off. I'm kicking myself because I accidentally crossed off thrift a fall mug when I was looking to cross off bacon apple pie, but I'll just have to remember that that is not done. I have been looking at like different op shops that we've been into to see if there's anything that kind of gives that autumnal feel, and I've seen nothing with the exception of those gorgeous like tiny little tea mugs that I showed you guys in the church op shop at the start of this video. They were beautiful, they were very autumnal, and I saw some like Beatrix Potter, I think they were, plates there as well. There was a spring one and an autumn one, and I was so tempted to get them, and I've seen them twice and haven't bought them. But those cups, I was like, oh, I love these, but they were way too small. I need to make twice the size for a start, and they were also a set of 6, and I really only need one. I don't need 6, and I'm not going to go breaking up the set just to be a hooligan like that. So we're still keeping an eye out for that. I mean, my Cozy Queen mug definitely kind of gives cozy vibes. I feel like this one's sort of more my winter mug. If I could have something that has like nice autumn leaves or like browns and oranges on it, that'd be great. I don't want to buy new because I feel like that's just not the vibe we're going for here. I have a few other things on my list. Grow a pumpkin. So I've got a compost heap out the back, and obviously I'm just chucking in kitchen scraps and whatnot. And out of those scraps, potatoes are springing up, and this massive pumpkin vine started springing up as well, and I was just excited. I'm sure Dave probably was not excited that this compost heap that he detests to begin with is now trailing into various parts of the yard, but I was like, oh my gosh, I can grow my own pumpkin, like how homesteader vibe. But I don't know what has happened to it, but it is just riddled in all these like very tiny black bugs. They're not aphids, but they're all over it, and I feel like it's sort of just choking it a little bit and ruining any chances of fruit sprouting. So I don't even know if that one's going to get ticked off the list, unfortunately. I did have on there make pumpkin soup. I personally love pumpkin soup. Dave is not that much of a fan. Hunter frothed it last year, but this year he's becoming so autonomous that he doesn't want us to feed him anything. So I think if we had to spoon him the pumpkin soup, which clearly we would, because there's no way I'm letting that kid get into a bowl of pumpkin soup by himself. That would be asking for trouble. So I don't know if I will make that. Mum has already made me some pumpkin soup to take home, and I had that for lunch one day. It was glorious. So we'll see how we go with that. I also have visitor farmers market. We have these farmers at Baril markets. They happen once a month, but I missed the last one. So I should be able to get one more in just on the cusp of autumn still. They have only a few stalls, but they're really good. And one of the stalls has these homemade pies, and my favorite is this sweet pie. It's apple and rhubarb, and it's so delicious. So I definitely need to grab one of those. And I also have Eat a Cinnamon Donut. The Lions Club donuts, cinnamon donuts, hot, crispy, like fresh from the fryer, cinnamon donuts are the best, and we're going to markets this weekend, so I think my chances of picking up a cinnamon donut are looking good. I also want to, whether it's like in the tail end of autumn or in winter, I don't really care, head down to Narooma. They have farmers markets down there every Saturday and they are so good. I've shown them in, I think, my last year, maybe winter and spring vlogs. I picked up some glorious flowers that I ended up drying and I've still got them around the house, and they just have really good food options as well. They've got a donut van, so I'd like to do that. It's just not necessarily having the time. I mean, if we dedicate time on the weekends to these like fun family activities, it means things are not getting done around the yard, which is kind of a priority. And it's also just having the money, like that disposable income, that you've paid all the bills, you've put money in savings, and then you've got like left over to go and do fun things. I feel like in this cost of living crisis at the moment, not only like for me, but probably for a lot of people, that disposable income on a weekly or fortnightly basis is just not there to the same degree or at all for maybe some people or some weeks as it used to be. And so really just choosing the free activities has become a bit more necessary lately. So definitely more frugal living vlogs and like savings tips coming your way. But I see I've been yapping hardcore for so long. We're gonna wrap things up here. Thanks for hanging out with me the last couple of days. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. I upload new videos every single week. That being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.